So can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
So yesterday we discussed SDLC, right? Can anyone tell me what is SDLC? What are the phases? What is SDLC means what? What we can do in SDLC? What are the phases?
So SDLC is nothing but software development life cycle. So in this, we have a different phases in that. So we capture the requirements from the client, and as well as we do the analysis. And and after the analysis, we are going to design like how we going to implement this and what are the structure that we are follow. And after that, we do the coding part according to the requirement. And after finishing the coding part, like we will move to the next phase to the testing to check whether all the requirements are, I mean, like the code is working good or not, like everything is good. So, and then we go to the implementation and as well as for the maintenance.
Yes. Yes. Good. The same thing we need to tell in the interview also. If they ask you what is SDLC and all the things like requirement analysis, requirement capturing, analysis, designing, coding, testing, and implementation and support and maintenance. Yes. Like what are the types of testings? Like can anyone? What are the types of testing we have?
Yeah, white box testing and the black box testing.
So who will do the white box testing?
Yeah, developer.
Why?
So in this, like we are not involving in the white box testing because we don't know the implementation and the internal structure of the code, right? So developer has involved in this process or in this phase for the for coding, right? So he only knows how the, or else the higher authority will know those. So that's why they're gonna do, like we are not going to involve in that part.
Yes, good. So you can tell like, see, white box testing is done by the developer because they knows the internal logic of the code. That's it. Okay. Don't give lengthy answers. Okay. I'm correctioning. Okay. I'm not anything. I'm not telling anything on that. I'm just correctioning on your things. Okay. Because if you tell everything lengthy answer, right, they will catch any unknown answer and they will pick that one. They will ask two or more questions. Okay. But what you're saying is absolutely correct. Okay. They will check your confidence level, how you are telling and all the things. Okay. What is BBA? What is called BBA?
Boundary value analysis.
Yes, boundary value analysis. Good. Okay, thank you. So I'm not able to hear you. Can you, what about others? I'm not able to hear you. Okay, that's fine. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing now. No problem.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. So today's topic is very, very important, like how project will comes to the organization. See, no one, don't worry about this one. No one will ask you how project will comes to the organization. Just this is what overall idea, what tester will do, what developer will do. Okay. But this will not come to in your interview, but general knowledge of how project will comes to the organization and what tester will do and what developer will do, we'll see today. Okay. Generally what we'll do, suppose if the client wants any application, like client wants any application you want to develop or you want to implement any application, first he will put a RFP is nothing but a request for a proposal. So suppose I want one application for my business purpose. Okay. So what I need to do, I need to go for any IT companies. I need to give a, first of all, I need to give a request for a proposal. I need to put a proposal. See, I want this kind of application. This is what my business. I want one application for this one. So I need to put a, first of all, I need to put a what request for a proposal. So suppose say the software companies like any company, Tech Mahindra or any other company, they will come up with their proposal. Okay, first of all, I put a request for a proposal to that company, then company will go for my request for a proposal and they will come up with their proposal. Okay, they will send the proposal document to me. So in the proposal document, what will be there means like technical solutions. So it means what type of technical solutions we will need to take, and what is the cost of the project, and what is the schedule. Schedule is very very important, when we need to give the project to you, and what are the timelines. Okay, what are the when what dates we need to release, and each and everything they will be written in the proposal document. Okay, if the client accept that proposal document, okay, if the client is accept that proposal document, then what they will do, they will go for a SOW. SOW is nothing but what? Signed statement of work order. Means suppose, okay, I'm accept your proposal. Okay, the client is say that, okay, I'm okay with your technical solution, I'm okay with your cost, I'm okay with your schedule and timelines. Then what they will do, we will go for SOW. SOW is nothing but what? Signed statement of work order. Okay, we are taking what? Work order. Okay, then they will company or like a company will conduct one meeting. That is what first meeting, that is what kickoff meeting. In the kickoff meeting, they will say like, oh guys, we got a project and we need to work on that project. They will discuss in the kickoff meeting and they identify the project manager. In the first meeting, the first meeting they will identify whom? Project manager. See, project manager is very 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 important. Okay, the project manager will prepare one document. That document will called as PMP. PMP is nothing but project management plan. Okay, project manager will be prepare one document. That document we can call it as what? PMP. PMP is nothing but what? Project management plan. In the project management plan, each and everything like how I need to execute, how I need to monitoring, how I need to close, how I need to release, each and everything will be written in where? In the PMP document. PMP document is designed by who? Project manager. First of all, once they will get a project to the organization, they will conduct one meeting. That the first meeting, that is what kickoff meeting. In that meeting, they identify whom? Project manager. The project manager will be prepared one document. That document we can call it as what? PMP. PMP is nothing but what? Project management plan. In the project management plan, each and everything will be there, like how we need to execute, how we need to manage, monitoring and close and release. Each and everything will be written in the PMP. Okay, and BRS, what is called BRS? Business requirement specification. In between client to the and organization, one person will be there. That person is nothing but a business analyst. Okay, you can also become a business analyst. What is your job? You just collect the information from the clients. Okay, and you should write communication skills and returning skills is required. That's it. You can also become a business analyst if you know the domain knowledge and all the things. Okay, so what will happen? The business analyst will be there. The person will be there in between the client and organization, and he will took all the information from the client. Okay, what you are expecting and what are the client expectations. Each and everything will be written in which document? In BRS. BRS is nothing but business requirement specifications. Okay, it's a high level document. We cannot understand. We means developers, testers cannot understand that one. Okay, because they will given like normal way, like I want screen like this and I want menus like this. They are giving a normal way. Okay, we cannot understand that the things. So what we need to do, one person will be there. That person is what? Domain expert and functional expert. He knows each and everything on the domain, and he knows the functional expert. That person will be converted into BRS to SRS. SRS is nothing but software requirement specification. See, once it is converted into software requirement specification means, then see what developer will involve and the testers will be involved. What is the developer part? Okay, once it is converted into BRS to SRS, then what developer will do? Based on the SRS, the developer will start working on what models. Like models is nothing but designs. Okay, there are some designs will be there. Architectural designs, DB designs. What is called DB designs? Anybody? DB designs means
Database.
Yeah, database designs. Yes, database designs and UI designs and UML, Unified Modeling Language. So don't worry, some diagrams will be there, some designs will be there. Based on the designs, what developer will do, developer is start writing the coding. Okay, once the developer is code is done, then they will go for a code review. Code review is very important, guys, because for every organization they have the coding standards will be there. For every organization they will have what coding standards will be there. They need to, once you written the code, you need to send to the senior person, okay, for the review or peer review. We can call it as a peer review or buddy review. Like code review means what, once you done with the code, you need to send to your review for your senior person. Then senior person will review your code. If everything is fine, then it will go for a unit level testing. What is called unit level testing? Anybody?
Unit level testing is done by the developer side. Like only developer can do those testing.
Yes, what is that other name?
Unit level testing is called white box testing too.
Yes, absolutely. White box testing. Yes. We discussed, right? The unit testing is very important. Okay. Once the developer has written the code, after that, what we will do, we will go for a code review. Once the code review is done, definitely they need to do what? Unit level testing. Unit level testing is nothing but white box testing. So once the white box testing is done, then they will do the integration testing. See here, the developer part is done. Okay, here what developer part, see developer is what, simply they will go for a designs. Based on the designs they will start writing the coding, and once the code is done they will send to code review. Again, if they get any code review comments, again they will change the code and all the things, because every organization they follow the coding standards. Okay, you cannot write as you like. Okay, you cannot like 10 lines 30 lines, you cannot like you cannot write like that. Okay, there are many coding standards will be there. The organization they follow their own coding standard. You need to follow the coding standards, and once it is done, then there is no review on there is no code comments. Okay, it is everything is working fine, then we will go for a unit level testing. Once a unit level testing is done, then you will go for what, integration testing. Okay, now you can go for a what, integration testing. We'll discuss what is integration testing. Okay, here completely developer part is done. Saujanya, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Srinivas. Okay. Now see, this testing part is very important. What we will do, the testers. Now testers, what they will do. See, testers means what, testing side. What we will do, test plan. This is very important. Who are going for a experience, they will ask you this question. Did you involve in the test plan? They will ask you this question. Okay. Test plan. Test plan is designed by test lead. Okay, test plan is designed by test lead, who has a senior experienced person. He will design the test plan. We will discuss what is contained in the test plan and all that. The test plan is consists of what, whom we need to assign the task, and what is the metrics, what is the calculations, like what are the new tools is required or not, what are the new enhancements will be there or not. Each and everything will be there in the test plan. Okay, test plan is designed by test lead. Okay, please remember this one. Test plan is designed by the test lead, who has the senior experience. They will design the test plan. Based on the test plan, okay, they will identify the test sceneries. Sceneries means what to need to verify, what I need to verify. Okay, test sceneries. Okay, suppose you need to identify the sceneries first. Suppose they assign one task on your name, verify the pen. Verify the pen. Pen means what, you know, right? Ball pen or ink pen or something. Okay, verify the pen. First of all, you need to identify what I need to verify on the pen. So first of all, you need to identify the sceneries. What is called sceneries? What I need to verify. So suppose if anyone asks you, tell me the sceneries of the pen, means what we can say, I need to test cap. Cap is one scenario, body is one scenario, refill is one scenario, ink is one scenario, and gripper is one scenario. You need to identify the scenarios first. Okay, after that you need to write the test cases. Okay, now can you tell me, anybody, what is the scenarios of watch? What is the watch scenarios? Suppose if anyone asks you to verify the watch, means what is the scenarios? for that watch? Means if I give to the watch to test, means what you will test on that?
Whether it is working properly or not.
Yes, that is one. There are many scenarios will
And
be there, right? Yeah. Go
Dial,
ahead. Yes, dial,
and it may be like an
digital or
brand,
analog.
color,
Yes, color, brand.
those
Yes,
chain, or
yes, yes. Because see, in interview, this is they will ask you this question. Can you tell me the scenarios of dustbin? They will ask you because see here they will think what how you are thinking. They will check you. Okay, so you are need to ready to tell all the scenarios. So like dustbin, what are the dustbin scenarios like handle, gripper, footrest. If you have a footrest means if you press the footrest means the cap should be open, and color, brand, width, the quality. You need to tell each and everything. That is what the testing say. If any item is assigned on your name, first of all you need to identify the scenarios. What I need to verify on that. Now tell me on scenarios of your mobile phone.
what is the brand of the mobile
Yes, brand,
and size,
size.
whether it's working functionality based, whether it's working
Yes,
properly or not.
yes,
We
And
have to
then
test the interface.
yes. Interface. Button, power button is one scenario. Volume is one scenario. Decreasing is one scenario.
how many
Touch.
apps are there?
Yes, yes. How many apps will be there? So that is first of all the thought should become that is very very important. Testing can do anybody guys, but the thought, see how many apps will come if whether it is installing or not, whether if I install whether it is installing or not, whether uninstall whether it is uninstalling or not. Each and everything you need to test. You cannot leave like logo is also is very very important. Brand name is very very important. Volume is increasing or not, decreasing or not, and the screen like 5.1, 5.2, like what is the size of your screen, and what is the touch is the mobile testing is what many things will come like the zoom in zoom out, that is very very important. Scrolling, you know, right, whether it is scrolling up and whether it is scrolling down or not. You need to check horizontally and vertically. See, you need to test like each and everything. I told you, right? If you miss the quality, like if you are not the justification of all the requirement, means definitely you will lose the quality. You need to check each and everything, pin to pin, pin to pin. We need to check. Like when you put a charger point, the charging is getting or not. If it is overcharged, 100% is done. If you put the charging point again, it should not again. It not show like charging. It should say 100% is done. So this is what scenarios you need to test all the scenarios. Already your battery is 100%. Again you are keeping means, well, again it is showing what it is charging means what? Then it's wrong, right? It's a bug, because if it is 100% reach your battery means it will show what it 100% it is reach. It won't show like charging. So that is also you need to check like all scenarios. Okay. Once you identify the scenarios, then you need to write the test cases. Okay, don't worry. We have a we can work on all these things in the future sessions, like what is test plan, what is test scenario. Today I'm just telling just overview of how project will comes to the organization, and what developer will do and what tester will do. Today we are discussing. Okay, don't worry, the further classes all are we will discuss each and everything. Okay. Okay, test scenarios. Okay, we practice because sometimes they will ask you many test scenarios. Like so, see, even recently I went for an interview. They will ask you write the test scenarios of wash basin. So you need to think more and more on the test scenarios. Okay, once the test scenarios is done, then we need to start writing the test cases. Like suppose now I'm identify the cap. Okay, cap. Okay, pen cap. Pen, in the pen I'm identify the one scenario is what cap. Okay, now I need to write the test cases. How we will write the test cases? Conditions we need to check. Okay, like actual result and expected result. My cap color should be blue. That is what actual result. My cap color should be blue. Now I'm able to see the blue color. Means what? Actual result is what? Expected result. Actual result is equal to the expected result. So once you identify the scenarios, based on the scenarios, you need to write the test cases. Suppose just now we discussed, right, mobile phone, the power button will be there. Power button is what? One scenario. The test cases is what? Press the power button. That is what actual result. What is the expected result? Expected result, the mobile should be on. Means what? Actual result is equal to the expected result. Means your test case is what? Passed. Like you need to identify the scenarios first. After that, you need to start writing the test cases. Okay. But don't worry, in the real time, we don't have that much of time to identify all the scenarios. But generally, to be frank, we will write only test cases. But while you are practicing, you just go with the test scenarios also. In the real time, we will only write the test cases. But some organization, there is a starting project. That is what the project will start it from your team onward. Then we need to identify the test scenarios and all the things. Okay. But generally, we'll write what? Test cases. Okay. Is it clear? So this is very important. Test scenarios and test cases. And sometimes some interviews they won't ask any question. Simply they will give you one white page and they will ask you, please write the test cases on pen, or please write the test cases on anything like watch or anything they will give you. You need to ready to write on the test cases on the spot. Okay. Okay, so you need to think more and more and more and more and more more. Okay, what is the test scenarios? Can you tell me the test scenarios of the chair? Chair means what? Quality, again brand, again material, legs. You need to think all like this. Like you need to, if any object they will give you, you need to identify the test scenarios for that one. Based on the test scenarios, we are writing the test cases. Okay, here once the developer is done, right, this code will comes to us like integration code will comes to here. Like integration testing is nothing but here we will get a build. What is called build? You know build, right? Build is nothing but what is the build? See, generally what will happen, here the developer 1 will be there and the developer 2 will be there. So now I need to test this two guys code. Okay, I need to test what they develop, right? Then I need to test this two guys code. Okay, how I need to test? I cannot go as a QA. I cannot go to him. I cannot test on his place, right? So what they will do generally, once they're done with the code and code review, they will check in. They're checking the code into the centralized location. Centralized location means what? It's like a server. Okay, they're checking the code completely. What they written the code, they're completely the code is checking into the one centralized location. Okay, means in the server they make it as one build. Okay, so in this build I can able to see developer 1 code and developer 2 code. Okay, now they will give to this build to the whom, to the QA guys. Now this is build. So how I need to identify the builds based on the version number. Version number is very important, guys. O.1. So I can easily identify in O.1. I can able to see what developer 1 code and developer 2 code. I can able to see. This is what we need to check. This build is nothing but say some URL. They will be provide what URL. Okay. If you open this URL, you need to able to see this build number is what O.1. If second time, suppose think that in the second time some other developer will be checking some other code, means that we will not get the same build. We will get a different build. Okay. Now again, what will happen? This two code is already checking, right? That code will be already given to. It will comes to here. Again, we will come to this two code will come here. Like makes they will make the code. Again they will convert it into one build. Okay, again they will provide one more version. Okay, the same version will not come. Okay, now again the build number will not be same, the build number will be changed. O.2. So in O.2 you can able to see developer 1 code, developer 2 code and developer 3 code. Like this, whenever the developer is changing the code, they will convert it into build. Okay, they will convert it into build. That build is nothing but URL. That URL will give to you. Okay, but you need to always concentrate on what? In version number. Okay, if based on the version number only, you can easily identify what is happening, like what are the latest changes is happening in this build. Okay, if every day I'm getting o.1 means the people will be confused which build I need to verify. So build number is very important. Build version number is very important. Suppose you have a 5 builds, so always you need to work in the latest build only. Okay, or suppose you got a per day, suddenly you get 5 builds, always you need to pick up what latest build only. Okay, latest build only you need to pick. Okay, is it clear? Okay, don't worry, they will give you that links. Okay, and they will give you, they will tell you before how we need to work and all the things, but general idea how build will comes and all the things, it will take care from the developer side. Okay, but you will get
So
a mail.
developer tells us, right, like which build we
Yeah,
need to
yes,
test or which is
yes,
the
yes,
latest build.
each and everything they will tell you, each and everything. You will get Outlook, right? You will have Outlook, right? In Outlook we have a build mails will come. In the build mail you get this o.1. Sorry. Okay, so in the okay, so the developer will send the mails. Okay, each and every mail they will send you, so you can easily identify which build I need to work. Okay, but generally we always pick what latest build. Latest build is very important. Okay, latest build is what is very important. We always need to work with the latest build. Okay, is it clear? Don't worry, they will send you mails. Okay, or in Outlook you will get a link, o.1 link. You just, that is what build mails, that is what build mails. Okay, always you need to look into build mails, guys. The people are where they are lacking means they don't know the process. See, testing can do anyone, but you need to learn the process, how I need to handle the tasks, and what time I need to pick the task. This is very important. People are, what they will do in Outlook, all mails are keeping in one inbox only. Like they will not divide it as bill mails is separately one folder, and your HR mails is for, you need to keep one separate one folder. They won't do like that. They will do what all mails is keeping in one inbox only. So they will confuse which mail, what mail you are they're getting, they will be confused. So always what you can do is what you always separate the folders. You need to make a maintenance of separate folders. Okay, so what will happen, if you click the build mail, you can able to see all your build mails. Okay, so if you're getting any HR mails means you can all your HR mails. Okay, so you need to know that one. This is what basic thing. Okay, so don't worry, they will be provide the build mail. So you need to go to the build mail and you can access this. Okay, developer will tell you in which build you need to work. But generally, always general thing is what you need to work with the latest build. Okay, and once it is done, okay, now what we will do, system testing. See, here we get a build. Now we need to do a system testing. System means what? Entire the application. System testing means what? Entire the application we need to do. Okay, suppose we got a Amazon site, suppose we need to test it. Suppose if anyone asks you do the system testing means what? You need to test entire the application like Amazon Pay, all modules. These are what modules. Today deal is what? One module. Best seller is what? One module. Mobiles is what? One module. This we can call it as what? One module. Module means what? A group of code. Okay, this is what one module. So you need to test each and everything in this. Okay, that is what system testing. System testing is nothing but end-to-end testing. End-to-end. Can you please mute? Okay, system testing means what? End-to-end testing. We need to test each and every module. Okay, and user acceptance testing. This is also very important. User acceptance testing is done by an end in client view, like alpha testing and beta testing. Who will do the alpha testing and who will do the beta testing? We will discuss once topic will come. Okay. User acceptance testing is done, then we'll go for a production and implementation. When the production and implementation is done, then we'll go for what? Support and maintenance. This is what the clear picture of what developer will do and what tester will do. Okay. Project will comes to the organization. Can you please mute? Hello. Hello. Can you please mute? Hello, can you hear me now? Hello.
Yeah, hi, I am hearing now.
Okay, that's fine. So what is once the project will comes, what developer will do and what tester will do, this is what is a clear idea, like what tester will do, what developer will do, like this is very very important. What are the requirement documents? In interview questions might be they will ask you what are the requirement documents. Okay, what are the requirement documents means what, we can say brs is nothing but what, business requirement specifications, and srs is nothing but software requirement specifications, uh, software requirement specifications, and there is a one more document will be there, FRS. FRS is what, functional requirement specification. Okay, suppose I have one form, like one form, I don't know how many characters I need to enter in that form. So I cannot know how many letters I need to enter. So they will provide FRS document. In the FRS document, they will clearly mention what we need to enter. See here, branch name will be there. In the branch name, they will clearly say that 4 to 15 alpha numerical values. So these fields are mandatory. Mandatory means what, compulsory. Suppose you need to enter the branch name, you need to take the condition. Condition is what, 4 to 15 means if you are giving less than 4 means it should not allow. If you're giving more than 16 means it should not allow. You need to check that too. That should be alpha numerical value. Okay, you cannot give only alphabetics, you cannot give only numerical numbers. It should be the combination of what, alpha numerical values. Make sure that the branch name is working correctly or not. Make sure that location again 3 to 15, and state is what, 2 to 15, and phone number. See the condition is again, this is what FRS document. FRS is nothing but what, functional requirement specification document. Okay, they will be provide FRS document to us. Okay, once the developer, we know, right, once the developer SRS, once the SRS is done, then what developer will do, what tester will do. Developer, based on the models, they start writing the coding. Okay, once the code is done, code review will be happen. Once the code review is done, they will go for a unit level testing. Unit level testing is nothing but what, white box testing. Once the white box testing is done, then they will go for a integration testing. So once integration is testing is done, here developer part is done. So developer job is done. Now what tester will do? Testing is test plan. This is very very important. Test plan is always designed by the test lead who has a senior experience. That person will be take care of test plan. Based on the test plan, the test sceneries, what are the tasks is assigned on your name. First of all, you need to go with the test sceneries. You need to identify, okay, this task is assigned on my name. Suppose Amazon site is assigned in your name. Okay, verify this entire application or verify this module, today deals. So you need to, first of all, you need to identify the sceneries of today deals. What I need to verify in this one. So UI is one scenario, and what are the text is one scenarios, and images is one scenarios. You need to divide it into number of scenarios. Okay, once the scenarios is done, then you will go for a test cases. Once the test cases is done, okay, generally once we testing is done, then we start writing the test cases. Okay, but see, in interview they will ask you this question. The task is assigned on your name and developer is starting working on that item. In meanwhile, what you will do? They will ask you that question in interview. Okay, because one task is assigned on your name. Okay, suppose one task is assigned on your name, developer is start working on that item. Okay, suppose there are assigned one item 8080, verify the login functionality, whatever it may be, verify the login. Okay, verify the login functionality. So this task is assigned to the developer. Okay, the same task is assigned to QA also. Okay, developer is start working on this item, then what QA we need to do? Do you see it idle for this until unless developer is finished? What you will do? Any idea?
Plan for the test cases.
Yes, you need to tell them, go for going through the requirements or writing the test cases. You need to tell them, don't say I will sit idle until the developer is finished. No one will accept your answer. Okay, you need to have a smart sometimes. You need to tell them, I go through the requirements. I'm going through that requirements, what I need to do in the task, or you can say that I can identify the scenarios. Otherwise, I can start writing the test cases. You need to tell like that. Okay, don't say like until unless the developer is finished, then only I will start this item. Means no one will accept you. Okay, so might be this question will comes on interview. Suppose the developer is working on that item, and so what you will do in that case? Then you can tell them, I will go through the requirements, or I will go through the requirements, or if I understand the requirements, or if I have any questions or anything doubts, I will clarify that doubts and questions with the respective person, or else I'll start writing the test cases. You need to tell them like that. Okay, because that is very important. Okay, how you need to understand this question, they will ask you how you understand the requirements. Okay, so you need to go through the requirements thoroughly, then only you can line to line, then only you can understand the requirements. Okay, so this is very important. Once the test cases are here, the test plan is done, then we identify the test scenarios. Based on the test scenarios, we write the test cases, and here we will get a build. Once we get a build, then we will go for a system testing. System testing means what? Entire the application, not only single module, entire the application. Entire means what? Overall, entire end to end, E to E product testing. If anyone asks you to do the product testing or E to E testing, means what? You need to test entire the application. Okay, user acceptance testing, this is very important. User acceptance testing, again alpha testing and beta testing. Okay, in what is alpha testing and what is beta testing, we'll see in the next coming sessions. Okay, once the user acceptance testing is done, then we'll go for a production and implementation. Once the production and implementation is done, then we'll go for a support and maintenance. This is what the clear picture of what developer is doing and what tester will do. Is it clear? What are the requirement documents? Might be they will ask you this question. What is a PMP? PMP is nothing but what? Project management plan. See, without project manager, we do not have any project. See, if go for any organization, project manager is very important. In interviews also, the first technical round will be there. Once the technical round is done, then project manager round will be there. Once the project manager will done, project manager will compulsory, the project manager round will be there. Okay, project manager will ask you the questions, how you done the projects previously, do you face any release issues. There are normally they will ask you a few questions on project related questions. Okay, project manager is very important. See, if many organization, the project manager is taking a good actions, our project will go very smoothly. If you are not taking decisions in correctly, means then it's a very big problem. Okay, that is very important. It's a toughest job. People are thinking that project manager is easy job, he is just managing the things. No, it's very toughest job, because tomorrow you said I won't come, then other colleague is also saying I'm not coming, so who will do the work? So the project manager will take care of all the things. Like some people is asking license, some people is asking the each and every. If we miss the release date, means no one will ask us, no one will ask you guys. They will simply they will ask for whom? The project manager only they will ask. So project manager job is very tough. Okay, so you need to manage everyone. Okay, everything you need to manage. Sometimes the resources is very tough, because some people will come 1 month they work and 2 months they work, again there will be resign, again we need to refill that position, again we need to give a proper training, and again we need to come to on floor. There are a lot of things will be there. Okay, you need to manage each and everything. That's the reason we have every month like one-to-one meetings will be there. Like one-to-one meetings means what? The project manager will be called to each and every one, and they will take your suggestions, take your ideas and all the things. Okay, this is what how the developer will do and what the tester will do. Okay, this is the same thing what we discuss, all the things. Is it clear? You have any questions on regarding on that?
Will you gonna explain all the topics if I joined? So this is I mean, these are all the topics.
So I'm not get you. Come again.
No, in depth, will you gonna cover the topics one more time, or so? These are all
No,
demo sessions, right?
no. This is not demo session. This is continuous sessions. Like
Oh, continuous sessions. Okay.
yes. If you want, if you miss any session means you can put a request. I can tell that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Because
thank you.
we are not coming. We are not taking the first day one onwards. We are coming in the proper like what is testing, what is testing types. Now we know we're going through the requirement documents, how project will come. Now we are going to the what is the testing types, and now we are going to the testing techniques. This is continuous classes. This is I think fourth class. I think so, third or fourth. I don't know.
Oh, okay. But you didn't explain the black box testing. I mean, equivalence partitioning and all those things.
No, we will discuss, right? And the black box testing is done by the testers based on the requirements and functionality. We discuss, right? This one, the
Yeah,
last class.
there are three types of techniques
Yeah,
for the
yeah. I told you, right? The currently I'm telling the boundary value
boundary
analysis.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. After that, I will explain you when the next sessions. I will explain this one. I will tell you because this will comes on the last. Once the project will done, then we can explain easily this one. You cannot understand now.
Okay.
That's the reason I
Okay.
skipped this question. Okay.
Okay.
This is very important. Boundary value analysis is very important. Equivalency partition and cause effect graphing we will see once you will see the project documents and all the things, right? Then we can easily work on this.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, fine, no issues. So the black box testing is only one thing. Like it is done by the tester, like testers QS, and we always based on the requirements and functionalities. Okay. Other than unit testing, all will comes on what in black box testing. Okay. Is it clear?
Yeah. Clear. Thank you.
Okay, fine. We will discuss what is the fundamental testing and all. The coming session will discuss what are the fundamentals. See, this is what again we will discuss what is unit testing, what is integration testing, what is system testing, what is acceptance testing. We will come each and everything with one to one. Okay. 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 Again, testing techniques. Okay. So far we learn what is the testing and what are the testing types and what is SDLC, and now we are learning what is testing techniques. Okay, there are two types of techniques. Okay, one is static technique, another is what dynamic technique. Okay, what is static? Static means anybody, what is meaning of static?
Constant.
Yes, constant. Yes, constant. Like, see, in the testing terminology, static means we can say without execution. Without execution. Static means what? Without execution. So, might be what are the static techniques we follow in the testing means we can say code review. Code review means what? Your senior person will review our code. Here, I'm not executing any code. Just I'm viewing whether you are writing the code correctly or not. This will comes on static technique. Okay, static means what? Without execution. Okay, static means what? We can say static technique is nothing but without execution. The testing technique can be classified into two categories. One is what static technique, static testing, and another is what dynamic testing. Static testing means what? Application is checking out without executing is called what? Static technique. Okay, static testing. We can simply say that without execution. So code review means what? I'm not executing anything. I'm not executing anything here. I'm just reviewing your code. This is very important. In the testing also, the test cases review will be there. Suppose you are joined as a junior and you are writing some test cases. We cannot approve directly your test cases. One senior person will review your test cases. So that will comes on where? Static technique. Static means what? Static means what? Without execution. Inspection. What is called inspection? Inspection is what? Checking whether we are following the in the correct way or not. Someone should be inspect, right? See, your lead is always inspect you, like inspection, like whether we are taking the correct documents or not. whether we are following the correct process or not, whether you are taking the correct requirements or not. Sometimes the people will be misunderstand, and some people are built to the different requirements. Okay, so someone should be inspection means what? Checking is nothing but whether we are going in the correct way or not, like you are picking the correct documents or not, you are going in the correct way or not. So that is also will comes in static means what? Without execution. Here also I'm checking whether you are going to the correct respect to documents or not. Okay, and this is very very important. Walkthrough means what? It's a kind of meetings. Okay, sometimes we will go for some new functionality added in the application, so we need to know the functionality. So they cannot tell individually, so they will conduct some meetings like walkthrough session. Today I'm conducting a walkthrough session, today I'm conducting one meeting regarding this functionality, so everyone should be attend on that meeting. So walkthrough sessions is kind of meetings. So that is also will comes on the static technique. Okay, static technique is nothing but without execution. Okay, without execution. And what about the dynamic techniques? Like dynamic means what? With execution. Dynamic means what? With execution. See, black box testing will comes on what? Dynamic testing. Yes, sir. We are executing, we are giving an input, and we are getting an output, right? We are checking whether it is working as per the client requirement or not. So this one can call it as what? Dynamic testing. And white box testing. What is called white box testing? You know, right? Developer is done the white box testing. They need to check whether the logic is working properly or not. They need to check whether my code is working properly or not. And this will comes on where? Dynamic testing, because we are executing the code. And what is the gray box? What is the gray box? The combination of black box and white box, we can call it as what? Gray box. Sometimes we need the help of developer and the testers. So if both are involved in the testing, then we can say that gray box. Gray box is nothing but the combination of both white box and black box. Okay, so this is very very important. What are the testing techniques? Like static technique and dynamic. Static means what? Simply you can remember, static means what? Without execution. Dynamic means what? With execution. With execution means what? White box testing. We can tell that they will ask you, can you give me any examples of dynamic testing? So you can tell them black box testing and white box testing. And gray box testing. Gray box is nothing but the combination of what? Black box and white box. Okay, is it clear? See, the static testing, the application is checking carried out without execution. The application is called static testing. Okay, inspection of software artifacts. Artifact is nothing but a components. Okay, such as requirement specification, whether you are following the requirement specifications or not, whether you are following the design documents or not. So we need to check all these things, like whether you are following the such requirement documents, requirement specification documents or not, and design documents or not, and you need to follow the coding standards of code or not. We need to check. Like say reviews is where it comes on the static technique. And inspection means what? We need to follow the respective documents or not. And walkthrough means what? Sessions, like meetings. Lot of meetings will be happen in the real time. Okay, many meetings will be happen. If it is small company, like if it is not MNC company, means we will not involve that much. But if it is MNC company, means we are involving each and every meeting. Okay, they will call each and every one. Okay, so that will comes on walkthrough session. What is about dynamic testing? The application is checking is done by executing. The application is called dynamic testing. The dynamic testing is classified into three categories. We can say that, can you give the examples of dynamic testing? Means you can say that white box testing means sorry, white box testing, structural testing, and black box testing, functional testing. And the combination of both white and black, we can say that gray box testing. These are what testing techniques. Is it clear?
Can you list in some example, like where, I mean, for the gray box testing, like like both the
See,
developer
yeah,
and the QA will
yes,
be in
yes,
the.
yes, yes. So see, sometimes what will happen, you are inserting the data, like see, we only see that UI, right? We are not see the backend. Backend is what happening. Even I don't know. If I click this button, okay, I'm selecting the 2 or 3 products. Okay, I'm selecting the 2 or 3 products. From front end, I can able to see in the backend whether the data is selecting or not, whether the data is inserted on the table or not. How I know that one? Because sometimes I need to take help from the developer team. Okay, sometimes I need to ask, I cannot go with my own way. Backend is what is happening, even I don't know what is really is insetting or not. Because here the submit is happening, here I'm getting a message, your items is added successfully. But while I'm taking the print out, while I'm taking the print, the values on the total values I'm not getting. There is something wrong, like while you're retrieving the data, null value is coming. While retrieving the data, I'm taking, when I'm generating the report, I'm getting that the cost of the price of is not coming, that I'm getting 0000, something value is coming. So that is wrong, right? So I cannot test what is happening in the database and or what is happening in the back end. So I can take the help from the developer, and like I can put a request, I'm working on like this, can you please check from your back end? So if you have a DB access, you can only test that. You suppose in some organization they won't provide you DB access. Okay, so in that case, what we can do, we can put a request, can you check that, or else we can how we are going with the call, like now, like how we are going like meeting now. I'm hosting the things and you are listening, right? The same way the developer will check their end in the call itself. Because sometimes in the real time we required developer help. Without the developer help, we cannot do that things. Many tasks, many items. Is it clear? Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're getting 404 error. Okay, you are getting some 40, the page is not opening, but we are seeing that one from the back end. If there any errors is fine, if any errors is logged or anything, the developer easily can say and easily can tell them. Okay, so we need to help, we need to take some help from the developer also, not always, sometimes. If you are not able to get all the things, then you need to take what the help from the developer. In that case, we need to involve both, like buddy testing or paid testing, or in that case we need to ask the developer help also. Help means what, you need to check from the back end what is happening and what is the things is going on. Okay, and some business rules will be there, some business rules, we don't know that business rules. Okay, so we need to check with the developer when what business rules he implemented that item. So we need to discuss with the development team sometimes. So in that case, we are both are involved, developer and testers. Okay, or else they will say that please insert the values, I will checking in the from backend whether the respect to table it is the data is getting or not, or they will need to check from the backend. Okay, if the backend is also, if you are inserting the data now in the front end, all the data is inserting successfully and you are getting the message, your account is created successfully in the, but backend in the tables, the all null values is getting, all null values is there. So then in that case, I cannot check the backend, right? So I need to discuss with the development team. Okay, that case we can involve in the black box testing. Is it clear? See, these are the terminologies. In the real time, no one will ask you what is white box, what is a black box. As a tester, you know, you are belongs to black box testing. As a developer, they knows, they will do the white box testing. Okay, gray box testing means what, the combination of gray box. No one in the real time, no one will say please do the gray box testing. No one will say like that. If the requirement is what, we need to involve both developer and the testers, means at the time with the we will put a request for the developer time, and we need to put a request for the developer time. Anytime we cannot directly ping to the developer. Okay, developer time is also is very valuable time, right? You cannot ping immediately, you just put a request for the time. So once he free that the time, right, he will give the slot like 2 to like 1 hour or 15 minutes. So we need to explain each and everything. So he want to involve in that area, like he want to test from the back end. He will log in the servers and all this. And sometimes the servers, he need to check the server side whether the login is happening or not. He will need to check. So in that case, we both developers and testers will be involved. White box testing means, right, once the developer is written the code, must and should be, they need to check whether my code is working properly or not. That is what unit level testing. Black box testing, suppose if any task is assigned on your name, what you need to do, you need to test based on the requirements and functionality. They will be provide the requirements. You need to go with the requirements thoroughly and understand the requirements, start your task. And also you need to check whether it is working as per the functionality, also whether it is working as per the functionality or not, also you need to check. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll okay, now tomorrow we'll see, this is very very important. Tomorrow, fundamentals of testing. So far we know what is testing, testing types, SDLC, what are the SDLC phases, and we know what are the requirement documents, BRS, SRS and FRS. Now we are learning, today we're learning testing techniques. Testing techniques are two types, static and dynamic. Static means what? Without execution. Without execution, can you give me any examples? Means you can say that code review, test cases reviews, all will comes on static. And inspections means what? Someone will be follow, like check, like whether you are following, you are taking the respective documents or not. And walkthrough is very very important session. So all this will comes on static technique. And dynamic technique means what? With execution means what? Black box testing and white box testing and gray box testing. The combination of both, like white and black, we can call it as what? Gray box testing. Okay, tomorrow the very very important thing, like testing fundamentals. What are the fundamentals? What is unit testing? What is integration testing? What is the system testing? System testing means we are simply say that and test the entire the application. No, we need to do many things in the system testing. Okay, in the system testing we need to check what are the compatibility testing, what is meaning of compatibility, what is the usability testing, and what is the performance testing, and what is the security testing. Once you've done all the things, then only you can say that my system testing is done. You cannot say the simple definition. System testing means what? Entire the application. You cannot say like that. You need to cover all those things. What is the compatibility? What is the usability? What is the performance testing? And what is the security testing? So we will discuss each and everything. Like unit testing means what? Integration testing means what? System testing means what? Acceptance testing. Just now we saw, right? Acceptance testing is what? Alpha testing and beta testing. And who will do the alpha testing and who will do the beta testing, we'll see. Once it is done, then we will go for a functional testing. All your interview question will comes on where? Functional testing only. Functional testing, all your interview questions. Okay, maximum 3 to 4 questions will comes to the interview question, like what is retesting, what is regression testing, what is smoke testing, what is sanity testing, what is ad hoc testing, what is exploratory testing. So maximum this question will comes on, all your questions will comes on functional testing itself. Okay, we will discuss what type of questions they will ask to the end, but this is all basics. This is very very important. What is unit testing, what is integration testing, what is system testing, what is acceptance testing. Once it is done, then we'll go forward functional testing and non-functionality testing. We know functional testing, and what are the non-functionality? Non-functionality testing means performance, security, all will comes on where? In non-functionality testing. Usability, all will comes on non-functionality. We'll see on tomorrow. Is there anything else to discuss? Any questions so far? Is it clear? Hello?
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, you have any questions?
No, I'm good.
Okay, fine. I'm good. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Uh, once we're done with all the things, like once you get to the testing fundamentals, right, then you will get a clear idea. But today's session is very, very important. You have idea what developer will do, what tester will do. Okay, I think you get some idea today what tester will do, what developer will do after SRS. After SRS is nothing but software requirement specifications. Can anyone tell me what tester will do, what developer will do? Can anyone?
So developer, like as per the requirement, he will do the code. He will write the code, and code review will be done. And after that, they will do the integration testing.
Yes. Yes, the your developer part is done. What about tester? What is your job?
As a tester, like we need to write the test cases, but the test
Yes,
plan will be done from the from the tester lead,
yes, absolutely. Yes,
and then we verify like what we need to test. So we call that as
yes,
a test scenarios, and then we write the
yes,
test cases.
yes,
After that, we do the integration testing.
yes,
Yeah, and also after that we gonna test the end-to-end testing, like the entire application, each and every
yes,
module, like it's if there is
yes,
any impact with the other ones. So we need to test
yes,
with the system testing simply, and also like user acceptance testing.
yes. Good. Say, this is what we are expecting. If in interview also, if someone is asked you something, means if you tell like this, we will know that, oh, he knows something and he already working. Okay. It is right or wrong. You need to explain. You need to tell them. You need to involve. Like if you are sitting calm and idle means then it might be it won't be getting in interview point. What we will check, see what is your confidence levels. That is only we will check. No one will ask you silly questions like what is testing and all the things. If something ask you, you need to answer. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's clear. Who will do the white box? What developer will do? You have an idea, at least basic idea. Then it is very easy for you. Okay, good. We'll see on tomorrow the testing fundamentals and all. Is there anything else to discuss?
I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can you take the document? Okay, and all the document I already given, so you can take the document. Okay, please write the notes. Okay, don't keep that PDF format or Word format. See, 1 hour you are listening, right? Every day 1 hour you are listening. So if you see the PDF, it won't come. Simply you start writing the notes for each and every topic. Means then once you are writing, right, so what will happen? It will easily understand for you. Okay, if you keep as a document in your system or in your PDFs, means it won't work out. Okay, just write what you understand, like write your own notes. Sometimes you can write your own notes also. I already anyhow I will be provide this notes. Sometimes you can write your own points, so it is easily remember you always. Okay, don't take the printouts and keeping that printout only. Just start writing the notes. What you learn for last 3 days or 4 days, what you learn, you just write on the notes. While you're writing the notes, right, what will happen? You are repeating the terms and the terminologies will come, and it is very easy for your interview prospect. Okay, and suddenly you are taking a printout and you are taking the laptops, and last moment you are worrying like anything. My suggestion is what, best suggestion is what, please write the notes. Okay, because sometimes in interview they will give you a paper, simply one paper. They will ask you write the test cases. They won't ask any single question. They will simply give you a white page and they will ask you what, write the test cases of the pen. If you are not writing anything, means again that's a problem. So always write the notes. Okay, that is my suggestion. Okay. Okay, tomorrow we'll see the what is the testing fundamentals. Okay,
And will you gonna cover the, I
yeah,
mean, STLC for one more time, software testing life cycle?
software testing life cycle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will come on the last. I will tell you, see when the topic will comes, I will tell you that. Before
Okay.
you know the basics, right? You know, till now, see the basic, what is testing, you know, what is testing types, you know, What is SDLC? You know what is SDLC?
Software
Development
develop.
life cycle.
Yeah.
Development life cycle. Okay. Once you techniques, you know what is the techniques, you know, static and dynamic. Now you are learning what testing fundamentals. After that, what you learn, you will learn the models. What are the models will be there? Okay. Functional testing and non-functionality testing. After once you learn all the things, then you will go for what? Software testing life cycle. That is comes in the last. Okay. It's
Okay.
also very important. I'm going with the order. Okay, I'm not jumping. Okay, see, this is what software testing life cycle. So you know how to test plan, and you know how to the test scenarios, test cases, execute the test cases. Defect identification means while you're executing the test cases, if you identify the defect, means that we can call it as what? Defect identification. Once you identification the defect, what you will do? You identify the defect. After that, what you will do? You will
We
report,
need
right?
to report it to the developer.
Yes, yeah, that is what defect reporting. Already you are reporting, then what you will do? You will track, right? Whether it is pending from the developer end or whether it is pending from the QA end. That is what defect tracking. Tracking is very important. See, you are reporting the issue to the development team. Still, it is the pending from the developer end means what? So the tracking where it is pending, whether it is pending from the developer end or whether it is pending on QA end. That is very important. Once the tracking is done, then we go for a defect close, and then finally we'll say that test release.
Do we need the SQL knowledge also, right, for manual testing?
Yes, that good question. Like you, that is very because many of the organization, they are asking the SQL knowledge also. SQL knowledge means what? You need not go for the entire the course. Simple, like what is insert, what is delete command, then what are the joints. Joints is very important. Inner joint, outer joint, left outer joint, left equal joint. So the joints will be there. You need out for the that one. It's very important.
Okay, and the SQL won't cover on this testing on your curriculum.
Yes. No, in SQL, I'm not telling anything. Just we need to go with the site. We have many sites. We will go for SQL, like things like what is that is what 1 hour class. Like see, insert command, delete command, joints, joints. You will get it anywhere in the Google. No need
Okay.
to. Okay, but I will guide you like what we need to learn. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because in some interviews they will ask, some interviews they will not ask. So depends on that interview things you need to prepare. But that is 100%. Some interview questions they will ask you joints they will ask you.
Okay. Thank you.
Joint out of the okay. You just go with the Google it. Okay, hardly 1 hour. If you spend 1 hour the time on that, you will easily understand it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. Tomorrow we'll see the rest of the session.